What's going on YouTube? I'm at a quick stop on delivery for the day, so I just wanted to come through and make a quick video on my previous video that I put out a couple of weeks ago to answer a few questions that you guys were leaving and answer a few concerns that you guys might have. Now, I stated in my last video that that we were on peak season during the holiday season there in time, so a lot of you guys were, waving in your questions saying that it was a nursery route, or that basically that the route that I was previously on was short for it to be peak season and everything. So to answer those questions, all I got for you is that it wasn't a nursery route, and my company is fairly new. I think we're maybe started in October. We're probably 5 months in. I'm not trying to count right now. I got all this shit in here. Not trying to count, seeing all these boxes. But anyway, we're fairly new. So our peak season was fairly, it wasn't a lot. It wasn't as hectic as everyone thought it was going to be. I think the most any one of us have gotten during peak season was maybe like 185 stops, maybe. So it wasn't as hectic. Now afterwards, I believe that video I put out, we were ending peak season. Now that February is when I'm making this video, so all of January, for whatever reason, after peak season was over, that next week, the routes went up, the stops went up. Since then, I've been getting, the lowest I've gotten after peak season was maybe 165 stops, and the most I've gotten was 191 stops. So we picked up more stops after peak season for whatever reason. So there were jokes going around saying, okay, we must be in peak season now because we're getting more boxes and more totes and everything, and we can't even put it in our vans. And that's for my company and all the other companies, all the other DSPs. So whatever reason, that's what's going on now with that, which is strange, and all of that. So I mean, it's been a hectic January. Been getting close to 185 stops a day, back to back with no breaks. I work 4 days on and 3 days off. You guys might work 5 days on, 2 days off, or whatever. Leave a comment down below what you work, and how many stops you're getting. I know there was a couple of other DSPs that I heard from yesterday that they were getting close to 200. A guy said last week he had like 205 stops, and everything. So that's a lot. That's a lot. And depending on the area where you're delivering to, that's a lot. Because most of them, sometimes we're not always in the neighborhood. Sometimes we're out in the country. Sometimes we're delivering to apartments, and then sometimes you're downtown. I haven't had the chance to deliver downtown. I heard it's pretty hectic because of the parking, especially where I live in Houston. Because of the parking downtown and the one-way streets and everything, that could probably get a little bit confusing and everything. So imagine having to deliver 180 something stops, and you got 80 stops. 80 of those stops are downtown. Like that's tough. So another question somebody asked me, do they do drug tests? Yeah, they do drug tests. I think every job does a drug test. And so get clean, I guess. There was another one. I would probably go back to those comments. Oh, another guy asked me that about our uniforms. So we don't have to wear the uniforms. I do have an Amazon branded shirt. This is my Amazon branded vest, and I do have Amazon branded shorts and pants. We don't necessarily have to use those, but we are moving to a new warehouse later this week, and we'll be working out of that new warehouse from now on. They do want us to start wearing our uniforms once we go there. So every day. So that's vest, shirt, pants, or shorts every day. Every day we work. So that's gonna be a thing. So I'm gonna have to get more. I have to get more shirts and another thing of pants and shorts because I'm not wearing the same shit. No, I'm gonna wash that shit every fucking day. So they have to give me some more stuff to wear. Since they want me to do that. So yeah, since we're gonna be working out of that new warehouse, we're gonna be working more towards the countryside on that side of town, which I'm not gonna like, and which I disagree with because they didn't even give us a fair chance on a decision on leaving or not. But anyway, whatever. That's neither here nor there. It's too late for that now. I gotta start working there next week. Well, later this week. So yeah, they're not strict on us wearing the uniforms yet. So we will be wearing the uniforms and all that stuff. So other than today, what I'm looking like today. So what I'm looking like today, all my boxes and stuff then tilts over. I got 186 stops for today. All these baggies. I just got done emptying. Should be another one somewhere. No, that's not the only bag. Where'd the other bag go? That's strange. So what I'm looking like today, on 185, 186 stops for the day. With packages up to 265. Or whatever. So some of my boxes and everything then kind of fell over. I'm gonna have to organize that going later on today. But I know most of the stuff in the back is towards like the end of my day stuff, so I'm not really worried about that. And some of the stuff on top and some of the stuff that fell over is some of the stuff that I'm getting out of first. So I'm okay with that. So I'm on my where am I at right now? I'm on 4B right there. So on this bag right here that I'm about to get ready to get down and go through my deliveries. My map is pretty hectic. It's a cool little bunch up. Try to knock some of this stuff out right here before lunch and have the rest of this stuff right here to do after lunchtime. What time do we have? We have 9:18. If my phone will focus, it's 9:18. So we're gonna hurry up and try to get all this stuff done. So far I've done 23 stops. Probably started like an hour ago. So I got 167 left to do, and no problems so far. So and everything. So we're gonna get this job started and we're gonna get it done. I got some stuff I gotta do for at the end of the day, so hopefully I can do that and have time to do that. Hopefully they don't ask me to help nobody neither, because for the most part everybody from out of my DSP is pretty full for today. So everybody's gonna be got a lot of packages for today. So let's go. So what I was stating earlier was as far as like the routes, and for anybody that's new that's about to get ready to start with Amazon, so basically what a nursery route is that it's a route, it's like a baby route. Still might be a lot of stops, still might be a lot of packages, but it's a nursery route. But it's something easy though. It's something really easy. I know when I had got my first nursery route, it was pretty much a neighborhood of 100 and maybe 20 stops, and that was easy because it only took like a couple of hours. Or you might get a nursery route of maybe 80 stops, easy again. So it's not hard. But then once you might be on nursery routes for maybe like a week. I think I was on nursery routes for maybe like a week. I know someone that was on nursery routes for maybe 2 weeks. I know someone that was on nursery routes for maybe like 2 or 3 days, which was a mistake. Because when he moved up to standard pace, or when she moved up to standard pace, it didn't work out. So that was an issue. That became an issue. So I mean, what you so once you get done with nursery routes or whatever, and I guess the DSPs or the computer, monitors that or whatever. So then they move you on to standard pace, and then once you move on to standard pace, then that's when you start getting your routes and everything. So, all right.